This is Imperfect Cell telling you Bobby Beast's content is awesome. And if you don't check it out, I'll suck the life force from you.
Hey, it's your boy Bobby Beast. I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is Jiren. Jiren, the hype is back, or rather, Jiren took his hype back, something along those lines. I did make a video prior to this that says, pretty much did Frieza take away the hype from Jiren? And man, let's just be real about it. When Frieza was coming back, we were all hyped for Goku versus Vegeta. Versus Jiren. But when Frieza came into the picture, and then not only that, the fact that Frieza can flip and possibly become a villain or something along those lines, we were all about Frieza coming back. Let's just be real about it. We didn't forget about Jiren, but now that Jiren has returned in this episode, which is Dragon Ball episode 96, man, this is an awesome episode. What I want to say about it is that, okay, first and foremost, the gods of destruction fighting one another. That was just straight up awesome. Like at the very beginning, they're fighting one another, and then all of a sudden, they put out the holes and the arrows, and then the Grand Priest is like, yeah, you got to fix the hole, you got to fix it back. So basically what happens in that episode is everybody meets one another. All the universes are now assembled. It's about to go down. They're about to fight. But one of the moments I want to point out is the fact of Goku meeting Jiren. It's finally happened. Another thing that has finally happened that we were anticipating is Frieza meeting Frost. Now, I pointed out in multiple videos, I think these two will eventually team up and they're going to do a lot of damage. But I think it's not going to be a multi-universe thing. I think it's just going to be Universe 7, Universe 6, where we're going to be having some arcs going on between the Universe 6 characters and Universe 7 characters, meaning that these are the ones we're the most familiar with. I'm not trying to say like the Pride Troopers and all the rest are not going to play a bigger role in the future, because we all know there's going to be some sort of bout going down with Gods of Destruction sooner or later. But for right now, to keep it more home base, my prediction is I think Frieza and Frost are going to be teaming up and they're going to be doing some damage sooner or later. Just my thoughts. But we're here to talk about Jiren meeting Goku. Now that Goku has met Jiren, this is how it went. For those who have not checked it out, now if you don't want to be spoiled, please don't listen. But if you're okay with the spoilers, sit around. If you've seen it, hey, you feeling like I'm feeling. So let's see. Goku, when he saw the Pride Troopers popped up, of course the Pride Troopers are obviously the most powerful opponents there, because they're the only ones who, when they were introduced into the tournament, that caught the attention of everybody to the point they looked in their direction and felt their power. So the Pride Troopers they're the ones. They're not to be played with. But Goku, instead of, we keeping it tense, Goku walks right over there. And he's like, hey, how you doing, Toppa? And of course, Toppa's like, man, get out of my face, man. That's pretty much that. But the one who catches Goku's attention, of course, is Jiren. Goku stares at Jiren. Jiren has his back turned as if he's observing or just looking around the tournament. Next thing you know, in a blink of an eye, Jiren's right behind him talking about get out. And then Goku looks at Jiren, and I think he tries to hold more conversation. Jiren's just straight to the point, like, yo, I'm not messing with you. Then all of a sudden, here comes these rocks, because the Gods of Destruction, being that they did destroy some of the, the fighting, the battleground, and they were rebuilding it, the rocks were coming. Goku flips out of the way, and Goku looks at Jiren. Jiren just stays still, and the rocks fly right past him. So Goku's already picked up the fact that Jiren is pretty much super duper fast, and this is an opponent that he is going to have to get at. Now, let's be real about it. Goku is a fighting genius, but we can safely say the same about Jiren. Jiren is a fighting genius, and likewise Hit, also a fighting genius. So the stage is set between Goku and Jiren to fight. All right, they're going to fight. And Goku now knows he's dealing with somebody who just may be more powerful than him. But the thing I'm trying to say about that is that this, never fear. This is Goku. So it's like when it comes down to it, Jiren has come back. Jiren has been reintroduced. He's been properly introduced for the first time. Before it was just, images and people talking about him, but he's obviously the one who's the most powerful member of the Pride Troopers, as if everyone has a lot of belief in Jiren. He must be the ideal guy on the team. So now that Jiren is here, let's talk about the fact that Jiren is possibly a very big threat. We already knew he's a threat, but what capabilities do Jiren has? Is he just able to fight? Is he just strong? Is he just super fast? Does he have transformations? His image is based on the alien grays that we believe to be real in the world, or rather real in existence. And what are his abilities? Where does he come from? Because he obviously has a planet. He obviously has a lot going on with him. What are his motives? Now, we've been introduced to a lot of Pride Troopers, and what I mean by that is that we're aware of Topa and his motives. Topa is pretty much like Captain America. Like, he's just straight to the point. I'm a soldier, I'm a warrior, and he's older, so he's set in his ways. The other one who kind of favors Beerus, we don't really know his view on things, but we know he's very fast. He moves like the Flash, and I'm thinking that it's probably the personality he has. Likewise, the soldier, with the one eye, he pretty much is your typical soldier fighter type. And there's a couple of other Pride Trooper members introduced there, but Jiren is the only one outside of those that we see. Now, what kind of person is Jiren? Most of the time we see Jiren is meditating or focusing or something. So we're going to be introduced to Jiren's personality. We don't know what that is. Likewise, we're going to be introduced to his abilities. We don't know what that is. So with Jiren coming on, and the hype is now back with Jiren, because it's like, okay, now that he's here, it's like, okay, him and Goku straight to the point about it. We're gonna go at it with one another. And likewise with the previews from the next episode, everything is clear. Everybody's fighting one another. A whole lot's going down, but Goku and Jiren catches one another's eyes. And so the moment that we've been waiting for since we were given the new intro to Dragon Ball Super, Goku and Jiren are about to throw down. So all these questions are about to be answered. Everything is about to come together. So, hey, we've been anticipating this battle for, since what, January or since we heard about the Universal Tournament being, coming, probably late last year sometime. But yeah, it's been leading up to this for a minute, and now we got it going here. Jiren is here. Jiren has got his hype back, because for me, Frieza took it for a bit, but he's back. And basically, we're going to learn a lot more about this character. And, hey, man, I don't know what to expect. All I can say is that I'm looking forward to it. But I still do think, now, if Goku and Jiren are about to fight one another right now this early in the tournament, because remember, the next episode is pretty much them fighting in the tournament. It's like everything's kicking off. Why are they fighting this early? I mean, you think to yourself that maybe they would end up fighting a little later after they knock out the other opponents, or the majority of the other opponents. But no, they're starting off fighting right now. Now that makes me a little suspicious, because you're thinking to yourself, okay, what is the real final battle here? Because Goku and Jiren was promoted as the final battle, or the main battle. Not unless they're going to be fighting for a couple of episodes, like they're going to be fighting one another the entire time of the tournament. I mean, that's also possible too, where two of these dudes can get into it with one another while everybody's doing whatever they're doing, and they're just fighting at each other, constantly. But I thought that would be the end of the tournament, so of course they're not going to, sell that to us. I still say the end of the tournament could be something very, very different. I've been debating about it. I was saying, okay, maybe the end of the tournament may be something different. I've called out a couple of theories. I'm not the only one. A couple of other people have too. Like, for example, Gohan versus Jiren. That's one battle that we thought would possibly happen. Now, with Frieza being the way he is, it could end with Goku versus Frieza. It could end with Jiren versus Vegeta, because a lot of people are not noticing Vegeta is getting a lot of emotional and a lot of, shots ever since the beginning of this whole thing started. Even during the time when Goku and them were just starting with the tournament, Vegeta was getting a lot of emotional shots. You got to remember, his daughter was just born. He has, he didn't even jump right into training in the beginning, because he was just, waiting for the birth of his child. Likewise, anytime we see a scene with him, he was always around Bulma, always around Bulla, and even Trunks. And even when he was leaving to go to the tournament, he looked back at them as if to say, this is my motivation. So it could end with Vegeta versus Jiren. Don't sleep on Vegeta. Vegeta has high potential too. So, I mean, it's all about, which way it is going to go. How's it going to go down? I don't know. All I can say is that when it comes down to it, I'm looking forward to it. And man, oh man, it's going to be good. I just want to say, though, it's your boy Bobby Beach here. I just want to say much love, much respect. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Check it out. Get that notification. Hit that notification bell, so whenever I post a video, you will know about it. I have plenty of Dragon Ball content here, and you can check it all out. I got plenty more coming on the way. I just want to say, hey, this is how we do. Much love, much respect. Hold it down, and one.